So I just had a good cry because about an hour and a half ago the news came across my phone. I was watching a TikTok video and I saw something flash saying Dolly Parton, and so I quickly came out of that video and ran to Google and did a search because the message went away. Look what's under the deck. And it says the beautiful, talented Dolly Parton has passed away at age 80. I think her birthday was in January. She's a Capricorn, like my daughter, but my daughter's the end of December, right? She was beautiful, talented, kind, everything that a human being should encompass, right? So she has been my husband Joe's girlfriend for over 40 years. He loves Dolly. My husband's just gonna be 69 and Dolly turned 80, so it's a big age gap. I don't think Dolly Parton knew that she was his girlfriend, but she was. I remember when I used to do DJing in college because I took radio broadcasting, so each of us students had to have a show every week. I think it was for 1 or 2 semesters. My show was on Wednesdays from like noon to 3, and I would I would play a lot of Dolly Parton songs. I still have the records, actually vinyl. I guess a lot of you may know her song I Will Always Love You because Whitney Houston did it, but I knew it from the time Dolly Parton did it, and she did a phenomenal job with that song too. That song wasn't about intimate love like with her and a lover or anything like that. It was, I think, her and a boss when they separated ways from the job, and Elvis Presley wanted that song, but she didn't want to sell it to them. She said, you can use it like the same way Whitney Houston used it, and Dolly still get the money as the writer. And major, whatever that major was that did Elvis Presley's business for him, said no, Elvis doesn't record any song that he doesn't own. And Dolly said, well, you know, I own this one. I said that in Creole, you know, go own this one. So right away my cousin Effie said, oh my goodness, I hope she's with Kenny Rogers. I'm like, she has her husband Carl, right? Carl Dean. He passed away, I think, beginning of March last year. She made it past a year, right? Because we're in August. Temperance, balance, moderation, harmony, peace. She was a peaceful person. She was so charitable. Now we're going to have to go to Dollywood. We have to pay money to go there. Strength. This is what she exuded. You want to go outside? Joshua, let her out. Courage, patience, inner power. This is her. She had that strength, that, is it exousia or dunamis? Which one of the strengths she had? Let me look up those words. Hold on. Okay, in the New Testament, exousia means authority or legal right to act, while dunamis means ability or miraculous dynamic force. It's the dunamis. It's the dunamis Dolly had. She had the ability or miraculous, dunamis means ability or miraculous dynamic force. That was Dolly. Dunamis. I don't know where those words came from. You guys know I read the Bible all day long. I read it from cover to cover every year. The Lovers. She's with Carl. What was the question? We didn't even know what the question was. I guess the question in my heart is she okay? The Lovers. You know, a few months ago, the sister said she was sick and she needed prayers, and then she bounced back out and go, I'm good. Dolly was like, I found the footage of my mom where it was May 24th and she died June 7th. And she says, I'm strong, I'm good, I'm ready for Babs's big 50 birthday party. I found the footage. I might have it on my phone. I'll show it at the end. I know I have it on my phone. The King of Cups, diplomatic, compassionate, empathetic. Oh. Even Trump put the flags up at half staff for her. I'll give him credit for that. Ace of Wands, inspiration. This was too soon. I think I cried for like an hour. And I pulled it together, freshened up my makeup. And everybody was texting me like, Dolly, pass, go read. This is her. The Queen of Cups, compassionate, nurturing, and psychic ability. This is her. Is she okay? Yes. Yes. Hell yes, she's okay. Two cards came that I think is her. The Queen of Cups and Strength. This is about balance and moderation. She was good at that. You know, and then she's with her boo. Maybe this is her boo, Carl. You know, you never heard anything about him. He had an asphalt company. Lord, I know a lot about her because that's my husband's girlfriend. Ace of Wands. I gotta go get my daughter. Hold on. Let me show her this read. Hold on. Okay, so she has to run to work, guys. So quickly, 30 seconds. I got Temperance. I got Temperance, which is about balance and harmony. I got Strength, which I think it's her. The Lovers. What did I tell you?
She's with her husband?
Yes, she's with her boo. King of Cups. Who's that? Her husband. And then the Ace of Wands, which is just about new opportunities and growth. And then the Queen of Cups. Who is the Queen of Cups, Jada?
Dolly.
Dolly. So she got the same thing. You going to work?
Yeah.
Drive safely. Yes, drive safely and have a great day, baby. So, if you want, we could pull Lenormand. I've pulled it together, guys. We could pull Lenormand and find Dolly in the midst of it. Dolly, you are loved. We're never gonna have a songwriter like her ever again in our lives. Oh, I was telling you guys that you may know the song "I Will Always Love You" that Whitney Houston did, but the one song that I love from Dolly Parton the most is "Applejack." I think that's Apple. Is it Applejack? I'll put it in. I'll put a link below for you guys to go listen to that song. She was a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant storyteller in her songs. I wish that I could write songs like her, where she just tells that story that wrenches your heart, you know. Oh, all good cards. The Fish is about commerce and abundance. I think she just got like some big money the other day for her charity. Everybody was like, look at her getting that. I don't know who gave the money, but it's like everybody was condemning her. It's like, girl, Dolly does good work. Just shut up. The Stork about new opportunities. Oh, she probably singing in heaven right now. Can you just hear her lovely voice up there in heaven? Look at her. You know, she said she got her style from some streetwalker in her town when she was growing up. She loved the way the lady looked with all the overdone makeup and stuff like that. And she's like, I want to look just like that when I grow up. But she overdid everything. The boobs, the makeup, the hair, the teeth. And then the Tree. The Tree is about ancestry and growth and family history and legacy. Remember, we just learned that in my last, I don't know if I put up that video already, but I just learned this like yesterday, because every time a Lenormand teacher comes up, even if it's from 13 years ago online, I will write down different meanings that they assign to the cards. This is about her legacy and about the commitment that she had with her husband for so long, and the commitment with us. She loved her fans, you know. It only hurts for a little while. That's what they tell me. I don't know why that played. That's what they say. You know, another one that I like, the one, what's the song about the, to everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn. And something to every purpose under heaven. A time to be born. She did that one too. Ain't you got no candy? Ain't you got an extra bed for me and little Andy? Oh my God. Will I be able to find that thing? I think I had to do like something in television when I was in school. And I acted out one of Dolly Parton's song. I don't know if I could find it, or I should have shut my mouth. Applejack. Applejack. Okay, so that's not the song that I'm thinking of. I'm probably thinking of Me and Little Andy. Me and Little Andy. Hold on, guys. I got it all wrong. Me and Little Andy. Late one cold and stormy night, I heard a dog a-barking. Then I thought I heard somebody at my door a-knocking. I wondered who could be outside in such an awful storm. Look at the storytelling. Then I saw a little girl with a puppy in her arms. All right? You guys go look this up. It's called Me and Little Andy. I can't read the whole thing to you because lyrics are very much copyrighted, even though I'm not singing the thing. And if you go to the AI, sometimes they won't even give you lyrics. All right, but the lyrics are here on Google. Go read this whole thing. The part, ain't you got no gingerbread? Ain't you got no candy? Ain't you got an extra bed for me and little Andy? You guys go look into that. See, I had the whole song. I like Applejack too, though. Okay, Dolly, we're just gonna ask one more question because my eyes burn from just crying. I cried like this for Amy Winehouse. I cried like this for Michael Jackson. I cried like this for Prince, because Prince was there when me and my husband got together. He wasn't physically there, but I had an opportunity to meet Prince. A friend of mine from high school, she graduated the year before I did, and she used to go to visit some cousins all the time, and Prince was always at the cousin's house just sitting and chilling and writing music and just being Prince. And she was the one that told me, he doesn't talk like that, you know, he has a really deep voice. And she goes, you want to meet him? And she wanted me to go one day with her to the house, but I couldn't leave her house to go to somebody else's house without my parents knowing. That would have been a big no-no. And I don't regret not going, because what if I went to that house and got harmed? You know, what if there was a pew-pewing at the same time? And so I don't regret that, but I had a chance to possibly meet Prince before he was like big named. And when me and my husband went on our first date, it was to the movie Purple Rain. So I'm going to ask, what does Dolly want the collective to know? I think I might end up putting this video up before the other one that I taped this morning when I was wearing my cultish white dress. Might put this one up first, but I was so emotional, guys. Thanks for bearing with me. What we don't see coming. What does she want us to know? The moon. Mystery, premonitions, intuition, illusion. Does she want us to go by our intuition? Justice, fairness. She wants us to be fair with everybody. See, the temperance card came in the first part of the read. We can't just like be attacking and judging people, you know? I try not to do that. Like when I first started my page and I was talking about the streamers, I always talk positive because I love all the streamers. And some people came through and they tried to like, oh, talk bad about Chris from the interview room and about JLR. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't know those people in my real life. I just watch them and I just want to keep watching them. You know what I mean? Ten of Cups. Enjoy your family. Whatever family you got left, don't let the bitter feuds and fights get you to stay away from your family. And I'm telling that to myself. I'm telling that to myself, you know, because I have some family members that I don't talk to because they don't talk to me. They're the one that pulled away, right? Although there's a friend that I had that I met in 2015, and in 2020 he pulled away from me, and it hurt my heart because I don't know why. And he said, it's not you, it's me. He was going through something, and I would text him once a month until I noticed that he saw it and he wouldn't answer. It was not text, it was through Instagram, and he never answered. And Jada goes, don't send any more correspondence. And so I think the last correspondence I sent was 2023, like for his birthday, because his birthday is 2 days before mine. He's August 12th. Well, this year he turned 40, August the 12th, and I turned 60. I met him when he was turning 29 and I was turning 49. Good friend, good friend. And I said, I'm going to take a chance. And I sent him a little text through Instagram, because he doesn't have that phone number anymore that I used to have for him. And I just said, hey, I know you don't want to be bothered, but I can't not wish you a happy 40th. You know, it's a big number. And I met you when you were turning 29. You were so good to me. And I didn't get into it. I still don't know what happened. I just said I enjoyed our friendship while it lasted. Just wanted you to know. And he saw it and he answered back. And he said, thank you for all. Because I said, I think of you often. I still have your picture up in my hallway as one of my kids. And I only want the best for you. You know? And so he says, thank you so much for always thinking of me, and your prayers are felt, Barbara. And he put a heart. And I just put back a heart. I'm not going to push. You know? 6 of Pentacles. She wants us to give help as much as we receive help. Because, okay, first of all, let me teach you about giving and receiving. You can't give out of what you don't have. So you must first receive in order for you to be able to give. Because a lot of people out there don't like to receive. Some people, they like to take now, but you know, most people that I know, they don't like to receive. You'll give them something, you didn't have to. I'm like, I know I didn't have to. I wanted you to have that, right? So I never do that. You give me something, I'm like, thank you. Thank God, thank you. I bless you richly that you will get more that you can give to the next person. I've had to practice that over the years. I wake up and go, I am a receiver. I am a receiver of everything good, right? So 6 of Pentacles. She wants us to keep giving and receiving help. You know that scripture that everybody quote, in churches, give and it shall be given unto you, yada, 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 yada. There's like 6 or 7 ways that God says you will receive, and only one time he says give. So you have to receive first, and then you give back out of what you receive. Pay it forward, right? So that's what she wants us to do. And the Ace of Cups, she wants us to like embrace new beginnings and our creativity and everything good. And then the King of Pentacles, we can have the same success she had. She has that success because of her talents and her giving. It's because of her giving. This has been such a great read. It kind of cheered me up, guys. All right. I don't know that I'm going to do any gush. This might have been the gush. What I'll do is I'll just play a commercial at the end. I'll play a commercial for one of my books at the end, okay? I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. For the gush, first let me play this clip.
Look, I'm getting ready for the next party.
Yes, my big 5-0.
My Bob's big 5-0.
Yes. That's my sweet mom from 10 years ago. She was hoping to throw me a 50th birthday party, but 14 days later she was gone. But now I have Joe here because I just remembered a story that I have to tell about Dolly Parton. So when my daughter Jada used to go busk at the beach, she used to sing a lot of songs. She had like 56 songs in her repertoire, right? I haven't gone to check her page at Jada Julianne to see if we have one with her singing Jolene, but she used to sing Jolene all the time. And I think I have a bunch of them at Instagram. I'll go check that too. So anyways, she was singing Jolene at the top of her lungs. Jolene, 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 right? And Jada has like a deep voice sometimes. So, oh my God, it was so beautiful. And then this producer was riding on his bicycle with a team behind him, and he slammed on the brakes when he heard My Beautiful Daughter, and all the people almost piled up behind him, remember Joel? And he walked over there and he introduced himself, and he's from England, and he told us who he was, and I didn't know him from a can of paint, so I'm up there on the phone trying to look him up to see if he's legit, because a lot of people will stop and say they're producers and they wanted to go sing for them, and next thing you know, she could have been disappeared, right? And so I had a friend at the time that the internet wasn't working well at the beach at that hour, so I had her look him up. She found like an old picture of like 20 years ago, and so he wanted her to come sing his, what do you call the thing that they do, Joel? Like when he writes a song, he wants demo. He wanted her to come sing on his demo tape that he was making some songs, and they were coming back and forth from England, him and his team. And then the pandemic hit, and then they stopped coming. But immediately after he met Jada, he flew her out to England like 3 times to go sing on these demos, and he was actually going to do a record with her, but then the pandemic hit, everything went haywire. Maybe that will still come back around, but I'm telling you that story to just tell you that it was because she was singing Jolene from Dolly Parton, and she always attributed that meeting to Dolly, right? So that's another gorgeous song. And Dolly Parton paid, but she donated big money for one of the shots when the pandemic was going on, and I was so grateful, and she was one of the first few that took the shot, so I was brave enough to go take it because she took it. What do you want to say really quickly about her before I play one of my commercials?
I'm sad because I lost my girlfriend. She's my girl. Dolly is my girl.
Man, Joe, from the time I met Joe, he's like, that's my girlfriend. I don't get between it. I just don't. All right, so let me run a commercial for my book. Belizean black fruit cake, stewed oxtails, warm Creole bread. Simply the best Belizean dishes you can make at home. Watch. Just add flour, baking powder, and milk in a small bowl. Mix, roll flat, then deep fry for a fry jack that is so versatile that it goes perfect with everything. Start the day off right with my simple Belizean Johnny cakes that can be made in the oven or air fryer. All these recipes can be found in my Belizean cookbook, Beans and Rice Volume 2. Get a copy today only at www.bearpantryshow.com. Shop safely and securely at www.bearpantryshow.com.